Hey, what's up? This is gonna be the 700 plus time I've done this. Funny enough, originally Project Focus was meant to be a 100-day project thing, and then it went beyond that. Then I couldn't really stop how many episodes I did. I couldn't figure out a proper conclusion. I just kept on going. Now it's around 700 episodes. And I thought low key it might be easier to get to 1,000 episodes. I was looking at it, and 1,000 episodes will be around March of 2026. And I really don't want to be doing this till March of 2026. So, that being said, something I have been thinking of as of recently is what comes next, future stuff, not only in terms of Project Phillips, but like in terms of what I do now, right? I think I've been very I don't want to say short-sighted, but I think I've been very intensely focused on this week and the week this week, like the day, one day at a time, one step at a time, because there was very pressing matters I had to deal with each day. Um, but now that's loosening up a bit. I have more leeway to like look into like what I want to be doing the week after that, like what I want to be doing this month, what I want to be doing this quarter, what I want to be doing this year. I think it's not as clear as I thought it was going to be. I really don't know. Like sometimes when I do these videos, I have a pre-planned idea, which is very few times I do it. And for this one, this is one of the common times where I don't actually have an idea, and hopefully I come up with something, but I think there is not a clear cut picture. I have glimpses of what I think I want to do. Ideally, I could end this project in a really satisfying way to myself and then do something else. I think I still want to make videos, not just to like document anymore, but more so like to help educate in the sense. Originally I was thinking like coding, but I think coding is something I've done. I think it's almost it's much it's I think it's in my comfort zone. I want to kind of step out of my comfort zone and do more like AI research or get people into like AI based, I guess, machine learning or just like different parts of AI basics. So like maybe something natural language processing or something machine learning, just like core ideas. And we help to like walk through a research paper, stuff I wish I knew when I was younger. Me being younger is me being like, that's like 5 months ago. I think that'd be really cool to do on Instagram as well. Be a really fun way to kind of build, try and I guess challenge myself, but also build that kind of I don't even know if cohort is the word, but it's more so like a cool group of people who are interested in these type of stuff. Kind of build. I think. Let me collect my thoughts. I think it'll be a cool way to build a cool group of people interested in these stuff. I also think it'll also be an amazing way to kind of get more people into this field. I think something that's always bothered me is the idea that fields are just restricted for some subconscious or like limit of your knowledge or something like that. Like I remember as I was preparing for my math exam, I didn't actually do that bad on that. Um as I was preparing, I was looking at like the reviews, and then people are talking about how it's going to be a weed out class, and then like some people saying like, if you can't pass this class, if you don't do well, you just don't deserve to do computer science or whatever, and that really pissed me off. Right? I think it was a dumb idea, or I don't. I think it was a dumb saying to say that because I don't think there's one thing that I don't think if you're genuinely interested in something, I don't think there should be any one thing that should actually stop you into doing it. I don't think someone should be able to say this is the core gateway um, that if you can't pass, you don't deserve to do this. I think that's a really bad. I think that's just naturally wrong, right? And I think while that's not how it works for like stuff like AI research, I think there's a lot of these subconscious ideas that's much too complicated, it's much too hard, and all that. I really wish I could kind of break down those barriers in a sense. I think that's something I'm working dealing with Big Think AI. With Big Think AI, we make a lot of complex ideas. Um, just much more basic and understandable. And now more people to enter the field, right? We're doing some cool stuff. I was looking at one of our project proposals, and it's really exciting. It's with a really cool or a big company, just really interesting stuff there. And I really want to continue doing that more as a group, also as an individual. Okay, I think it's something I'm really passionate about. I would really love to see more people come into the field because there's so much space and there's so much to do and there's so much to learn. Um, I really so just really want to try the Instagram format. I think I really love short form content sometimes. I would really love to see what I can do. Like how much can I teach in under a minute, right? I think it could be a really cool challenge. Besides that though, besides a I guess a natural continuation of Project Flow in some sense, I think it'll just be the same stuff in a general. Obviously there's the stuff we're still pursuing research. There's the stuff with Big Think AI. There's the stuff with Turp Labs and stuff with Duke Quantum, right? Those groups, I think. There's no individual projects I've been thinking of that seriously pursuing. Dig was put on hold because so from the advice I got, it just didn't seem like a project that's the best investment of my time. One thing I was really thinking of was that with Project Phelps is it has a large documentation of videos of myself. I'd really love to see what I could do if I could try and make a AI that like kind of like simulates like, oh, what am I going to say next? So I think it'll be really fun and kind of build it up. So maybe it's just like a chat simulator or whatever, and then maybe you can build it from there. I would really love to see like how well I could use it to try and like in text messages or conversations over text, how well like would people be able to guess if it's me or if someone else is obviously typing. That could be really fun. But there's no coding projects that immediately grab my attention. There, and which is funny because I have a lot of cool ideas that I really want to work on. Like there's Infection, which is a cool game idea that I'd really love to do, and there's Quest, which is something that I think is really amazing. I'd really love to work on. But I also think it's a big investment of time. I think the issue now, as I speak more out loud, is that when I think about these projects, I think about like it's going to start today and it's going to end in a year. I really don't know if I have that time. Yeah, look, I think maybe that's a hindrance, and I shouldn't think like that. Or maybe I should think of smaller projects like Infection. Right off the bat of my head, or if that's the phrase, right off my head right now, I think Infection would be the quickest project to do. It doesn't necessarily have like any big use cases, it's just more of a fun party game. 'Cause I always think parties are most fun with games, so the Infection would work with like a mobile app, and then you have to like get there'll be one person who's infected, and then doing different rounds, you kind of have to if I remember correctly, that person like basically has to deliver a box. Everyone has to deliver a box and trying to avoid the person who's infected. So maybe it could be through questions or something like that. But I'd really love to see how that works. I think it'll be a great experience building a mobile app using React especially. So maybe that, and that's why I always look for hackathons. 'Cause I think hackathons are the kind of my one of my favorite pushes to build something. Because in a hackathon, you basically say for this amount of time, this is going to be my peer focus, and it's so much easier to build during that time versus when you're in school and then you have to like allocate time here and allocate time here. We're also doing this and this and that. But yeah, I think that maybe Infection will be something I pursue. Maybe in the next week. I think this week is gonna be more so getting back into like my old systems. So stuff like reading research papers daily, LinkedIn posts, gym, leak code, stuff like that. I think this week and next. So maybe next week I can continue to go back into like building like stuff like Infection. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I have a slight headache, right? I think it's because I'm trying to grow up the beard, and it's very difficult. So I think that's giving me a slight headache because of like how I don't know. I think it just is. Um, but I think it is nice to like push through this type of stuff. That being said, though, I am excited. I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming along. There's stuff I can't even see, which I really pray goes well. And there's stuff that's obviously anxiety inducing, like there's a couple applications coming out soon. But overall, I'm really excited, really grateful. Thank the Lord for everything that's going on right now and everything that's about to happen. Besides that, though, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.